A man walked through airport security carrying a bag of weapons, yet the staff pretended not to see the weapons inside the bag. After answering a phone call, they excused themselves from their posts, claiming illness. The man successfully boarded the flight with his baggage. Shortly after the Dubai to London flight took off, a young woman discovered a bullet in the restroom. Returning to her seat, she shared her find with another passenger. Upon seeing the bullet in her hand, the man urged her to keep it quiet, promising to hand it over to the flight attendants. However, the man quietly made his way to first class and located one of his accomplices. It turned out the bullet had been accidentally left behind in the lavatory by another member of their group. Though he had temporarily deceived the girl, he knew the truth wouldn't stay hidden from the flight attendants for long. Their original plan had been to act 3 hours after takeoff, but now they had to advance their schedules. As the man exited first class, he donned a green cap to signal to his accomplices aboard that they would commence their plan in 5 minutes. Shortly after, another accomplice quietly opened the overhead compartment, retrieved a toiletry bag from the luggage, and entered the lavatory. Inside the bag was a handgun. The 5 minutes passed quickly, and the terrorists drew their weapons, instantly seizing control of the entire cabin. Panicked passengers froze in their seats, unable to move. The hijackers then informed them that as long as they remained seated and silent, no one would be harmed. The hijackers then began confiscating passengers' communication devices in batches. Meanwhile, a flight attendant took advantage of the hijackers' inattention to secretly relay the situation to the cockpit. But before she could finish, a hijacker behind her spotted her. The captain, sensing something amiss in the rear, contacted Dubai Air Traffic Control, reporting a potential security incident. When he turned and saw a man holding a gun on the monitor, his suspicions were confirmed. Just then, a hijacker brought the captain's wife to the cockpit door. He warned the captain that if he didn't open the door, he would shoot the woman immediately. Witnessing this, the captain was about to press the switch, but was stopped by the first officer. If the cockpit fell under the hijackers' control, they could fly the plane anywhere they wanted, and the consequences would be unimaginable. But the captain, consumed solely by concern for his wife, couldn't care less about the consequences. He grabbed a water cup and smashed it viciously over the first officer's head. Once she was incapacitated, he opened the cockpit door. Under the hijackers' coercion, he informed ground staff that the in-flight security incident had been resolved. It had merely been a disturbance caused by a few intoxicated passengers. Hearing this, the staff dismissed the matter. Later, at the hijackers' demand, the captain shut down the aircraft's Wi-Fi. Yet during that brief window, Jack had secretly retrieved his phone and sent a text message detailing the situation aboard to his ex-wife. Upon receiving the message in London, his ex-wife immediately had her husband contact the relevant authorities. The London Control Center, upon receiving the information, promptly communicated with Dubai. Learning that the security incident on board was merely a farce, they breathed a sigh of relief. Meanwhile, Jack made his way to first class. When his presence was noticed, he claimed he'd left his phone there, swiftly pulling it from his pocket and handing it to the hijacker. His true motive, however, was to gain the hijacker's trust.